Part 1. Eagle's Sorrow. Stream. It was winter. The wind howled through the bare trees, cutting like a knife. Tang Zanzang sat on his white horse, wrapped tightly in his robes. He looked miserable. Ahead of him walked Sun Wukong, wearing his new tiger-skin skirt and carrying the luggage on his shoulder. "Master," Wukong called out, "cheer up, we are making good time." "It is too cold," Sanzang complained. "And this mountain looks dangerous. Listen to the sound of the water. It sounds like a dragon roaring." They had arrived at Snake Coil Mountain. The path was steep and slippery. Below them lay a deep, rushing river known as Eagle's Sorrow Stream. The water was so clear that you could see the bottom, but so cold that not even birds dared to fly over it. Sanzang pulled the reins to stop the horse. "Let's rest here a moment." While Wukong looked away to check the path ahead, a noise erupted from the water. Splash! A massive white dragon leaped from the stream. It had silver scales, whiskers like steel wire, and glowing eyes. It didn't attack the men. Instead, it opened its gigantic jaws and swallowed Sanzang's horse in one gulp, saddle, bridle, and all. The dragon plunged back into the water. Splash! The ripples faded, and the river was silent again. It happened so fast that Sanzang didn't even have time to scream. He just sat on the ground, staring at the empty spot where his horse used to be. Part 2. The monk cries again. "My horse!" Sanzang wailed. "My horse is gone!" Wukong jumped back. "Where is the monster?" "It went back underwater," Sanzang cried, tears streaming down his face. "Oh, disciple, we are thousands of miles from the west. How can I walk that far? I am not strong like you." "Without a horse, the mission is over. We will die here." Wukong scratched his head. He was getting annoyed. "Master, stop crying. It's just a horse. I'll go down there and make the lizard spit it back up." "You can't." Sanzang grabbed Wukong's arm. "If you go into the water, the monster will come out and eat me. I'll be left all alone." "If I don't go, we don't get the horse," Wukong argued. "If I go, you get scared. What do you want me to do?" Sanzang just kept crying. "My horse! My poor horse!" Wukong ground his teeth. "Fine, you sit here. I'll call the local gods to babysit you." Wukong stumped his foot on the ground. "Earth Spirit, come out!" A puff of smoke appeared. A tiny old man with a cane popped out of the dirt. He was the local god of the soil. Behind him appeared the mountain god. They bowed nervously to the Monkey King. "Great sage," they said. "We didn't know you were passing through." "I need you to guard my master," Wukong ordered. "I'm going to catch a thief." Part 3. Stirring the pot. Freed from his babysitting duties, Wukong leaped into the air and hovered over the stream. "Hey, you slime ball!" Wukong shouted at the water. "Give me back my horse!" No answer. The water remained calm. Ignoring me? Fine. Wukong pulled out his golden staff. Bigger! The staff grew until it was like a telephone pole. Wukong stuck it into the river and began to stir. He spun it like a blender. Whoosh! Churn! The peaceful river turned into a whirlpool. The mud from the bottom churned up. The water became a chaotic, muddy mess. Deep underwater, the dragon was trying to digest his lunch. Suddenly, his palace started shaking. The water pressure knocked his cups off the table. "Who dares disturb my nap?" the dragon roared. He grabbed a spear, put on his armor, and shot up to the surface. "Who is making this mess?" the dragon screamed, breaking the surface. "It's your grandpa's son!" Wukong stood on a cloud, looking down. "You ate my master's horse! Spit it out, and I might only break one of your legs!" "You are that skinny monkey?" the dragon laughed. "I was hungry, so I ate a horse. What are you gonna do about it?" "This!" Wukong swung his staff. Clang! The dragon blocked it with his spear, but his arms went numb. He realized immediately, this monkey is incredibly strong. They fought on top of the water. The dragon used waves and ice. Wukong used speed and brute force. After 20 rounds, the dragon's muscles were aching. "I can't beat him," the dragon thought. "I need to hide." The dragon suddenly turned into a water snake and dove deep into the river. He hid in a cave at the very bottom and refused to come out, no matter how much Wukong stirred the water. Part 4. A Problem with Water. Wukong flew back to the bank, frustrated. "Did you get the horse?" Sanzang asked hopefully. "The coward is hiding," Wukong spat. "He won't come out." "Why don't you go down there and drag him out?" Sanzang asked. Wukong looked embarrassed. "Well, here is the thing, Master. I can do anything in the sky. I can do anything on land. But water? I'm not great with water. If I go underwater, I have to pinch my nose and recite a water-repelling spell. That means I can't use my mouth to fight. Plus, the golden staff is heavy underwater. It slows me down." "So, we are stuck?" Sanzang's lip quivered again. "Don't start crying again," Wukong snapped. "I'll summon the Bodhisattva. She got us into this mess. She can help us out." Wukong looked at the golden headband on his head. He remembered Guan Yin promised to help. He somersaulted into the sky and headed south. Part 5. The Prince on Death Row. Wukong found Guan Yin in her bamboo grove in the South Sea. He didn't bother with formalities. "You tricked me!" Wukong shouted. Guan Yin looked up calmly. "Hello, Wukong." "How did I trick you?" "You gave my master a hat that gives me headaches." Wukong pointed to the band. "And now you put a dragon in our path who ate our horse. How are we supposed to get to the west if we walk?" Guan Yin smiled. "The tightening band is for your own good. As for the dragon, that is not an ordinary monster. He is Ao Li, the third son of the Dragon King of the West Sea, a prince Wukong blinked. He was a troublemaker, Guanyin explained. He accidentally set fire to his father's palace and burned up the bright pearls given by the Jade Emperor. His father charged him with treason. The Emperor sentenced him to death. So why is he in a river? I saved him, Guanyin said. I begged the Emperor to spare his life. In exchange, he must wait in Eagle Sorrow Stream and become a mount for the scripture seeker. An ordinary horse cannot travel to the Spirit Mountain. Only a dragon has the stamina to make the journey. Well, Wukong crossed his arms. He doesn't know that. He ate the horse. I will come with you, Guanyin said. Part 6. The Recognition. When they returned to Snake Coil Mountain, Wukong shouted down at the river. Hey, Mudworm, the Bodhisattva is here to see you. The water parted. The white dragon surfaced. When he saw Guanyin floating on her lotus, he immediately transformed into a human, a handsome young prince, and bowed on the surface of the water. Bodhisattva, the prince cried, you promised to save me, but I have been waiting here for years. I am starving. I haven't seen any scripture seeker. You foolish worm, Guanyin scolded gently. Did you not see the monk sitting on the bank? The one with the monkey? The prince looked at Wukong. I saw him, but he didn't look like a holy man. And this monkey, he is a terror. He tried to kill me. That monkey is the great sage Sun Wukong, Guanyin said. He is the monk's disciple. And the horse you ate was the monk's horse. The prince turned pale. Oh no! I ate the master's transport? You ate the mortal horse, Guanyin said. So now you must become the horse. Part 7. The Transformation. Guanyin waved her willow branch. She sprinkled magic water from her vase onto the dragon prince. Change. A mist surrounded the prince. His horns disappeared. His scales turned into soft white fur. His claws turned into hooves. His roar turned into a neigh. When the mist cleared, a magnificent white dragon horse stood on the riverbank. It was strong, muscular, and radiated a faint divine light. It was no ordinary animal. Wukong, Guanyin said. Take him to your master. Tell him this horse will never tire, never stumble, and can cross any river. Then she turned to the horse. Serve the master well. At the end of the journey, you too will find redemption. The horse nodded its head, understanding. Guanyin flew away. Wukong grabbed the horse's bridle and led it back to Sanzang. Part 8. The Team of 3. Master, look! Wukong cheered. Sanzang looked up. Where did you get that horse? It looks familiar. It's the dragon, Wukong laughed. The Bodhisattva turned him into a horse to pay you back for eating the old one. Sanzang walked around the horse. He patted its neck. The horse nuzzled his hand gently. It is a beautiful creature, Sanzang admitted. Thank you, disciple. You have done a great deed. Don't thank me. Thank the Bodhisattva, Wukong said, loading the luggage onto the horse. Now, let's get moving. We wasted a whole day here. Sanzang climbed into the saddle. The ride was incredibly smooth. It felt like he was floating on a cloud. This is wonderful, Sanzang smiled. Wukong walked ahead, twirling his staff. He felt a little better. He had a master who was annoying but kind. He had a horse who was actually a dragon. The team was growing. But as they looked west, the sun was setting over a dark, jagged mountain range. Master, Wukong said, squinting his fiery eyes, that mountain ahead looks strange. The wind smells like pork. Sanzang shivered. Pork? You mean food? No, Wukong grinned, gripping his staff. I mean a monster.